Do you have any other housekeeping, or what's the status on AC, Reggie? He's playing in Portugal this weekend.
Yeah. It's shitty. I actually texted him and said hell of a week like right before, and then Clayton was he must have been on the European Tour website and he found that Bubble Boys write up that had him on there. And then he sent me a screenshot that he was in the field. So that's pretty sweet. He's playing. Obviously, there's still a chance that he could not get in the top 117. Obviously, if those guys all had like a hell of a week or something and pulled ahead of him. So I don't know, because he said when he was on here that he wasn't in that tournament, right? He didn't qualify for it.
Right, and I thought it because it was like a limited field, so it was like the top 80 or something like that, which there must be some guys like close to him that are got in the field somehow or whatever the case is.
So anyways, he's in Portugal. Could be worse places. He said, yeah, me and the wife are in Portugal on a different beach. Crazy life. But yeah, hopefully he puts together a good week here, solidifies his card. Because from what I understand, the status that he gets if he gets into that top 117 is like sick. Like,
oh really?
Yeah.
So like, did he not have that this year?
No, he started this year like on the Challenge Tour, like with limited Euro events, and then
right.
He I think he
had really good finishes
T2 off the hop, and then so that got him into a whole bunch more. But like when we talked to him before, like he was kind of looking forward to only playing a handful of events, I think, on the Euro Tour, and he ended up playing his full schedule on there, right? He might have played 2 at the start of the year, I think, on the Challenge Tour, but yeah. So I think this top 117 is like not the cream of, maybe it is the cream of the crop. I don't know. I think it might be like any event he wants to play in, he can.
That'll do.
Like full status, yeah, that'd be nice.
You would have to think if you finish in the top 117 that you would have full status.
You would think so.
If not, it'd be pretty close, right?
Right.
And this will be the final tournament, right? Because the Tour Championship or whatever's after that. So yeah. So I mean. Right. If he pulls off a miracle and like wins this thing, he could get into that next week.
Right. That's what I never really understood. Like, I thought he was pretty close to that for a while. Like, he was actually like 46th for a bit, I think, on that. And then he kind of just kept sliding down. But yeah, that thing, like that European Tour is like, I started to read like all the levels of exemptions on the site one day. Like, I was just in a pretzel.
Gibberish.
Oh, it's crazy.
Too confusing, hey?
I don't even think most of those guys know. They just know if they qualify for the next tournament.
Yeah, can I play next week or not?
That's what I gathered from, I think it was our second interview with AC. He didn't really understand how it all worked.
Right.
And you
just
don't
try to play the best you can every week,
I guess. But
and I can imagine like this is a good or a big thing that the management company does is they get a handle on all of that.
Yeah.
And either make some calls, get you into stuff or work around it that way or yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So he got off to a good start last week though.
Oh yeah. Until 18.
Yeah.
But even then he was still 3 under, right? So I mean, solid.
What time's he off tomorrow?
He's the first tee time.
Oh, so like right away?
It said
like 2 a.m.
I think it's 2 a.m. here.
You getting up?
Might stay up. I might not have a bed to sleep in.
Hey, speaking of that, yeah, no kidding. Get comfy down there.